Hi, my name is Nasia, and I was assigned Process First, Technology Second by HR Magazine. In the beginning of my essay, before I really went into talking about my article, I just kind of gave off a gist, or like basically giving background details as to what a business is, like what it takes to have a business, what entrepreneurs are really faced up against, and what they have to deal with. My research problem goes as follows. International Paper Company did a rationing of one human resource manager to deal with 80 workers in 1998. This led to cutting down the cost of salaries paid to the workers with $400 less than they were paying before, and it was successful after an integration with technology from Viking, a company whose service is to redesign HR processes. The main issues, which were the best approach and strategy suitable for International Paper Company to ensure its venture proves to be successful with regards to reimagination of public spaces and customized services, not limited to integrating payroll and HR administrative processes, aligning the workforce with the processes, and installing technology proved to be successful when the executives implemented the technique of transforming and advancing the HR systems in the company. I proved this also because the company stated this was an HR transformation project. This research will also identify and explain common business problems associated with the terms of customized service provisions and technological infusion. So then I went to proceed into like giving basically what the company does, which is produce paper, pulp, and fiber-based packaging in the U.S. and other countries around the globe. They have employed many skilled and unskilled laborers since its corporation on January 31st, 1898. Project Viking is initiated specifically to determine the appropriate action which the business could take in order to minimize the cost incurred by HR officers and maximize the number of workers that could be handled by one HR manager from 80 to 126. Due to the lack of innovation, technology, and operations strategy, it was very expensive to maximize profit to its full potential, as the company had no proper documentation of how the whole system was ran. I knew this by the company stating in the article that it was very costly, and it was just a lot basically. And so I go into talking about how the operations director also seeks to understand the most appropriate method to get the actual and accurate number of workers the company had, and that those that were attending work on a daily basis without being absent, and to eliminate the issue of like ghost workers. So my research objectives and questions go as follows. The main purpose of the research was to fulfill the following: assist the company to identify common problems underwent by the company before the intervention and implementation of Project Viking, to identify the technological preferences which could have been used by the company to better its overall system, to identify the current trends used by other companies of the same level with IP to minimize costs and capitalize on profit. So that is what basically my objective was. And so the questions follow as: whether the use of technology is likely to add value in the company by eliminating shortcuts and inaccurate data collection, whether the company needs to focus on workers below the age of retirement for efficiency rather than the older generation who already has experience, whether the company needed to outsource staff with experience from other large companies which had already been designed by their HR systems and it had turned out to be successful. The role of the research follows as the research will play a crucial role in identifying the most appropriate model which International Paper Company can employ in line with the prevailing market and technological trends in the paper production company. The research will also offer an insight into the most relevant business model which can be adopted by the International Paper Company with regards particularly to appropriate administration system, the effective long-term techniques to use by HR in matter related to hiring, and the most appropriate technology that will suit data collection purposes in the terms of the correct and currently updated list of workers existing in the firm. So I then followed at like background information, talking about current paper making industry. And so I said that it's basically being like upgraded, basically like it's getting better and improving in some of the changes. And I added in like some trends, and I also added in that the data collection and the target market viability and preference. I said some of the emerging trends are the use of surveillance system in most large companies has helped to easily supervise workers who take advantage of late or no work attendance. And the numbers of hours one is supposed to be working by these companies are generating higher number of production rate and making the company receive great revenue. The collection of information pertaining to every worker details. This is the data collection, by the way. This is the collection of information pertaining to every worker details, which include name, age, and department which everyone should be working. It helps in accountability of personal responsibility. Hence, the manager is also able to analyze sectors that are dragging behind and causing problems in the organization and can pinpoint individuals who need to improve. The target market is next, which is the preference, and it just talks about basically in order to identify those who are likely to fall in love with your business, you need to know who your target market is and why. This is so that you can start with your marketing and how you want to target them and how you believe that you will bring in more consumers as well as leading to a greater revenue. Surveys, I included surveys which can help the company to get information out of the horse's mouth. That's basically, just a little saying. And so I also said when introducing a new product to market, you need market research to help make the decision surrounding where your product will go and how it will get there, who is going to buy it, how much you're going to charge for it, and most importantly, if anyone is going to want to purchase your product at all. And I got that quote from market research. Technological diffusion is defined as the process by which individual firms or businesses within a given market or diverse market adopt and utilize emerging or new technologies. The main factor that influences technology diffusion is time and pre-adoption time, which is widespread depending on the type of technology. Another factor is heterogeneity, which is usually entailing those who are quick to enjoy the benefits of new technology and those who are patient enough to wait until technology features have improved. Then, in some of that, technological diffusion entails the process in which various customers and consumers of technology react to new technology. This process is influenced by various factors, and it is important for innovative industry in its decision-making process to release innovative products and engage with customers. Outsourcing of staff is my next section. The advantages of practicing outsourcing are there is no compromise in the quality of service you want depending on your budget. You solve problems in case of a communication language and interface barrier from software developed from another language. Company workers get motivated to expand ideas and get the importance of why the company is hiring new staff. It involves a process where a company can hire IT-related solutions, manpower, services such as recovery of data, data management, and network administration and application development. My solution was, before venturing into any business, you should thoroughly analyze the pros and cons of the business you need to set up. Learn ways to counter risk and losses. Gather information from your customer for feedback. You also should be ready to accept the technological evolution and become updated on new trends and have different solutions. So